What we're going to do is head over to Georgia tonight and go pick up the 289 and the 4-speed transmission that came out of this car. We're gonna go get this thing and see if we can start it up, see if we can get it to run. I don't know if it will or not. It should. It's been inside of my dad's shop. What's awesome about it is this thing is gonna be covered in cobwebs and dust and dirt, and I love that. I love the fact that it is, because this is gonna be so cool to get this thing back running again. We're gonna go back to my original approach with this car, which is just make it run. Just make it move under its own power, because that right there is the best motivation you can ever get. I'm tired of seeing this car sit here like this. Let's get it where it'll fire up and run, and then we can always come back later, pull the engine out of it. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but that's just the way we're gonna do it. You do whatever motivates you. That's what motivates me. We'll pull this thing out at some point. We might do a stroker, we might do a Windsor. With all that being said, I just want to let you know where we're headed. We're gonna pop over to Papa T's house. It's gonna be dark by the time we get there, so I'll do my best video for you guys. But I will see you there in just a few. I'll record you in a heartbeat. All right, everybody, we are here. We are at Papa T's house, and this is where the motor is. The engine to the 65 is right there. Right there, okay? Now, we've looked at this one time before when we came over, but today we're gonna go ahead and start digging things out. So what I'll probably do is just set you guys up in a time lapse and kind of let you see what all we're doing here, because it's gonna take us a while. But as you can see, we got the original doors here. So this has all the internals to the doors and everything that we're gonna need for our new doors. If we have room, we'll take them today. If not, you know, Papa T can bring them over later. And right here, I think, is the seat, the back fold down seat right there. So, and the back seat's in there as well. So we still have pretty much all the stuff for the car. It's just scattered around, but we're gonna dig all this stuff out and see what we got. So check this out, guys, to give you a little bit of a backstory. So it's 289, 30 over, 10.5 to 1 piston. It's got the Offenheiser intake. I can't remember. We're about to find out, but I can't remember. An old shoebox style carburetor on it. Pretty simple setup, small cam in it, but this thing used to run really, really good. And honestly, probably somewhere around probably 300 horsepower, I would imagine. Yeah. All that being said, let's go ahead, peel this thing back and see what we got. Here, Andrew. No telling what might run out of this thing. Look. Woo. Big old spider.
Big old spider. It probably came from my house.
That looked like that one that's Liberty National advertised.
Oh yeah. Well, there it is, guys. That is the pretty good sign. Water pump. Move. So I'll step back and let y'all check it out.
Still look like it's pretty good. If it ain't got no water in it, I bet it ain't locked up or nothing.
It was running when we pulled it out that day. Me and Hayden and Fulton pulled it out. And
I remember coming out here one day when I was younger, and it ran like 10 years, and we sprayed ether in the carburetor and it busted off.
Yeah, that's it, guys. Still got the chain attached and everything. Yeah. So and there's our ground cable still attached. Look at that.
wow.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, those things are aggravating to get on the bottom.
Yeah.
Look at that spider right there. That dog are huge, ain't it?
All these spiders. Where you going, honey?
I ain't doing no crawling.
All right, so I think from here there's not much else we can really say. This thing still got spark plugs in it though. I just noticed that, so that's a good thing too. So the cylinder should be pretty dry. Without a doubt, this thing will probably. Papa T said 15/16. I know what that means. We're gonna find out right now if it's locked up. So let's just hold tight. We'll get the light over here so you guys can see. And is it not? Ooh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. I know. So this is more of a vlog style, I guess, tonight, because we don't really know what we're going to run into here.
Say it again.
After I had to swap, that one was 380.
That's rusted off right there, so we'll We'll have to have a water pump, but I mean, that won't keep us from firing it up, so. All right, I'm gonna hang you guys over here and we'll see.
Look at that.
Look at that.
I'm talking about just as easy as it
Look
could
at
be.
that. There you go. Turn it one more time, let them see the button move. There it is, baby. She will fire up. 100% guaranteed she will fire up and run.
Yeah, I do now.
I do now.
Really?
I smell old gas.
Hold on. Holy crap.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
I smelled it whenever it turned over.
Yeah, smelled old gas in it.
Oh, it's so running, right?
Oh yeah. She'll run now. All right, well, that's that. We're going to go ahead, tinker around here, get this thing hooked up on the hoist, and I'll get back to you guys once we get it out and we can really look at this thing.
Jack it up a little bit. Trying to get it centered best I can. Might have to reposition it, but we can get it out of the
Yeah.
corner right here. Well, now go up a little bit higher. That'd be fine. Let's just get it back.
Watch your toes.
Sliding, I ain't got nothing to push on it.
Yeah, these hey dudes ain't good for traction.
Yeah.
I was scared my foot was gonna slip. I was gonna shin kick you.
Don't make me show y'all boys how to do
Hey man, why don't we just put it down and let him grab it with his bare hands?
Y'all should have started with a whole nother practice from the get-go.
this. Jesus,
You wanna
here we
spin it
go.
around? I don't know if your lift's gonna get as high as this one.
Yeah, I don't
You
know
wanna
if it
spin
will.
it around and put the motor side first?
Yeah.
A few other things that we found. Well, obviously the grill, the buckets for the headlights. We got our doors. We're going to take all the windows and everything out of that and put in our new doors. We have our seats, which we may end up using because we need the frames and everything. The back seat assembly back here. And the back seat there. So, yeah, pretty good. We're going to look this thing over. Where's that flashlight? Yeah. Check it out, guys. Everything is nice and clean in there. Simple, simple. Nothing to it. You find it?
It ain't gonna close.
It's fine.
You got it.
down?
Bring it back and wheel.
You come on back.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get one of them down.
We'll get some blocks.
Yeah, we can slide. We can slide this. We'll go ahead and then rotate it over this way.
Put it.
Okay.
Push your hands on?
No, don't. Just start
Lay
sitting
it
down.
down. Lay it down.
Not that bad.
I don't need to. Go quick, huh? Somebody, Andrew, you grab one of them tires over there. Okay. Just don't let it down. There she goes.
I bet y'all not gonna go nowhere.
You want me to press right here so it kind of puts some back weight on it?
Maybe.
All right, we're going three.
Shit, I was already pressing.
1, 2.
I almost started counting over them just to see we could all get confused, but I was like, well.
They used to get your ass whooped by Fulton in the yard.
I did see that.
I don't know who Fulton is, but
I say Fulton instead of Fulton. Like, it rolls off the tongue better.
That's the wrong name. About like Ander instead of Andrew. That mother used to call me Ander all the time growing up. That ain't my name.
imagine that. Andrew eating again. All right. So as you can see, we are home with the engine. Eating us some sausages off the grill here. Yeah, good stuff. We are going to attempt to spin this motor over. So as you can see, I got a battery here. We got our negative and our positive. And we're going to touch this thing and see if we can get this started to turn over and make sure all this works before we drop the engine in the car. There again, let me go ahead and cover with everybody because I know you're going to ask, why would you put this back in this car for right now? Because it's here, we got it, why not, right? We want to see this thing run just like it was back in the day when I drove this car when I was 16 years old. This is the exact setup, everything just like it was whenever it got pulled out. It's not pretty. We understand that. This engine takes like 30 minutes to pull out. So for right now, this will be our new motivation. We'll get this thing in the car. The only thing we're going to have to find is some headers. But the biggest thing right now is go ahead and probably just set it over in the car tonight. And I don't know, just do that. We have the carburetor. So I don't know. We may mess around and this thing may make some noise tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, let's just go ahead and see if this thing will spin over. All right. Here we go. All right. So we had to do some stuff. As you can see, to start with, this thing would not run. Wouldn't spin over. So the starter is basically shot. It's worn out. It's old. We tried our best, and it's kind of working. So we're gonna go ahead and try to spin this thing over. We shot some WD-40 in the holes, took the plugs out. Let's see what happens. All right. Damn starter smoking. Let's go ahead and get this thing over in here. I'll do a time lapse, and yeah, we'll just handle business.
That bitch is wrong, boy. That motherfucker right there is wrong.
Well, Andrew, what you think?
I think it's gonna be badass.
I mean, it's in here, right?
I think we need to clean it, but it's badass.
We need to clean it, but this
I
is the
think
way
it's
it
sitting
looked.
in there under its own weight.
It took us, how long did it take us to put this motor in?
Like 10 minutes.
10 minutes? I mean, we're not going to leave it. Well, we may leave it. It depends on if we can clean it up good. We may leave it for a while. I'm sure it'll probably stay in here for a little while. But, I mean, as long as we don't go hooking up, you know, radiator and all this other stuff, it's a quick, simple job. But honestly, other than to clean it, we can get to everything that we need to get to. You know, new water pump right here. We can paint down here while the water pump's off. We really can just clean everything up as good as if it was sitting out there. At some point, all of this will come out because, you know, my dad wants all this restored. But wouldn't it be cool, though, for right now to have this thing running and moving, you know, be able to move around under its own power so that we can start body work. So that's the whole point of doing this. And the cool thing is, I promise you guys, this motor didn't look a whole lot better back whenever I drove it in high school. I mean, it did a little, but not a whole lot. So this is kind of the way it looked. I mean, I'm just being honest. These wires, like I said, are from 96. So we're probably going to have to change. They actually feel pretty soft. Just missing a few little connections here. And, you know, nothing major. But
That didn't just fall off. You did that on purpose.
actually, it's stuck down in there. Oh, we can fix that. There it is. I will pull that out and clamp it back on, and we will be good to go. We got to at least try to start it up with the original wires from 96. How about that? We'll give it a go. Try to fire this thing on. All right, guys, that is it. I'm going to go ahead, wrap this video up. The Gray Ghost, the 65 Fastback, believe it or not, now has a rusty, crusty ass heartbeat back in it, and I am super excited about it. Look at that. She's starting to sit down. We got doors, fenders, hood, all sorts of stuff coming here pretty soon. I'm going to wrap this video up, and as always, thanks for watching. Who wants to close it out? Who wants to do it?
Oh, I will.
Oh.
Bye. Bye.